What is up, guys? MrBayeasy here, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of a coverage of the previous event for Crusaders. So I'm sorry I'm bringing this to you a little bit late. This is actually the first time, once again, where I actually had an opportunity to sit down and record. There's just been a lot of stuff going on at the home and everything like that. Nothing serious, but just stuff that, you know, required my attention and everything. And we've had some other family members over as well. So aside from that, I've really been itching to get back to this. Really been itching to actually, you know, sit down and record this. So my goal is to get through these, okay, like, you know, basically just review these Crusaders, jump to the story mode, because I actually do want to do that. A lot of people, you know, have been enjoying the fact that I've been reviewing the story modes and everything, so thank you guys for all those people that have been supporting that particular side of things with Crusaders. And then I want to move on to some more of the regular stuff, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I just never, because events are so frequent on this game, which is actually a really good thing, of course, but because of the fact that they are so frequent on the game, I feel as though, like, I can't get an opportunity just because of the stuff that's been happening in my personal life just to sit down and record some regular campaign content that's not in event stuff. So but, you know, of course I'm going to be covering the events. Of course I did get, you know, complete the event and everything like that. I kind of went a little weird with this one. I kind of like bounced around the objectives when completing them. I didn't go in the usual, like, get the 2 Crusaders and then go the next 3 missions. I really bounced around quite a bit. I felt like the get to area 500 or 600 or whatever it was at the very end was a lot easier than some of the other ones. So I did that one first and then I bounced back and forth. So it was really all over the place, but I enjoy this event. And we're going to look at the new Crusaders right now. This is going to be my first time looking at them. I haven't looked at them at all yet, so we're going to do a little review of them and see how good they can possibly be. I haven't had too many comments talking about, you know, whether they could be good or not, and we're just gonna let my Crusaders die. I really don't mind. This is just where I left off last time, so I'll have a nice little reset. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so we're gonna check out Sizzle-a-Blip first. Actually, small little, I actually did use red. I forgot that. I haven't gotten on the game in a little while, so scratch that. I did use red, but I basically bought these 2 Crusaders in preparation. Red I did use. She's in my formation currently. I forget exactly why I'm using her, but I know that there's a particular reason why, and I think she's pretty good. It's a darn shame she is in this slot, because I know Dark Griffin is also in that slot as well. So let's go to Sizzle-a-Blip, the new Alien Crusaders. So she's going to be female, okay? So we have spines. They're not a pleasant thing to be impaled with, obviously. That's pretty obvious. Increase the click damage of Sizzle-a-Blip, the alien scientist, by 100%. Also, this takes the place of the click kid, so we're going to be seeing a lot of those kind of things. Whether or not they'll be better, I know I've been using the click kid quite a bit. I honestly thought that I would be using the Robo Rabbit a lot more than the click kid, but that ended up not being the case in the long run. It seemed really promising in the beginning, but it just, I don't know, it just didn't seem to really, you know, stick with my strategy. The click kid seemed to really just take over. So I'm not really sure about this. Hopefully this person will be good, because it'd be really sick to have an alien in there rather than, I mean, all my Crusaders are pretty BA, and I feel like a kid with a breadstick just kind of throws it off. So now we have Bio-Assimilate. So perhaps we can improve upon our biology. Increase critical click chance by 0.25% per monster killed, up to 5%, resets when changing areas. That's nice. Critical click chance is something that I recently have been kind of investing in. I've been using Crusaders such as Ciceron. Let's see, who else do I use? Robo Santa. Honestly, beforehand, I was only really buying up to here. Then I realized he actually had something that went into critical click chance. So not only is he good for gold, but he's also good for pushing if I do decide to use my, you know, if I do decide to use the formation with the click kit in it. So that'll be really nice. Actually, critical click chance is actually, it does quite a bit, you know what I'm saying? So we have Auto Alien. Take a break while my mech does all the work. Unlocks the Clickorama ability, so again, pretty standard stuff. Now remember, this is a tier 2 Crusader, so you're going to have to get to level 400 before you get to unlock everything. So being that this is the base Crusader, we'll have to see how hard that is. You know, normally the people in the beginning, you don't want them to have, like, especially if you don't have really good gold find, you really don't want them to be too difficult to level up. So maybe you could start with the click kid and then move to this guy later on, or this girl. So then we have Symbiosis. If we just work together, Crusaders not next to Sizzle-a-Blip increase your click damage by 15% of their DPS. So that's actually quite nice. So you could just, like, stick this chick right in the back, so far as I can tell here, and that would be really, really good. It doesn't look like this particular chick actually saps any of the click damage from any of the Crusaders, directly like the click kid does. So it wouldn't matter who this person's next to. 50% of their DPS. So it actually benefits you to put this person like way in the back corner, like maybe where Robo Santa is, or where, you know, no one's touching this, touching those people. So then we have menacing. Some people think me frightening. To my own species, I'm adorable. Delicious. Yeah, you look adorable. For every 25 levels and over, that's some pretty standard stuff. The click damage is multiplied by 4. I never really found that to be true. Like, I don't know whether it was a glitch or something, but I never saw my click damage increasing with the click kit. It would always just stay the same. It would light up green as if something was happening, but nothing would ever come of it. Maybe it was because me being like, you know, using the witch as the main source of the click damage. Maybe it was just, it was so high it was overriding that. I mean, who knows? Maybe I could try where I just level the click kit up by himself and see if that makes a difference. Probably does. So then we have slimy. So, and honestly, a bit sticky. So you're adorable and a bit sticky. That's kind of gross. Causes the clicked monsters to move 33% slower for 5 seconds, and that's without gear. That can honestly be really good. Okay, so with the click kit, I was mainly using that person to really just dominate. For those people that don't know, the clicker kit actually does do a decent amount more, you know, DPS technically than just your overall DPS. Yeah, so even though the click damage will be lower, especially if you use the auto clicker that I usually use, which is a very simple auto clicker, I'm pretty sure I have it autoed into the description. If not, just let me know and I'll put it there. If I remember, I'll check and put it there. But, you know, it's a really simple auto clicker. It's very basic. You just tell the value of which you want to click. So like I do it every 25 milliseconds because that's roughly around how fast I can click. So I'm trying to keep it realistic to how fast I can actually click. So that's basically like on par with the super fat mode for those of you that are a little bit of the OG sages and remember that. You know, that's essentially kind of how fast I can click. So I set it to that value and then I just leave it at, you know, where my mouse is pointing. Now you can set, you know, where you want it to go. You can actually set it to say a specific point on the screen, but I don't bother with that. You know what I'm saying? I turn it on my hotkey, which is usually Alt Space because it's really easy. And then, you know, just go at it. And usually that just really dominates. Okay, so this particular thing right here, I can honestly, even though I'd have to see how good it is. If it's not doing anywhere near as much as the click kid was being attached to Witch, I can't really say it'd be really useful because I was just melting these people. Like I would be really just shredding these people as of right now. I wouldn't be having to deal with this slow progression. It would be really significant. And again, the reason the click chance is so good is because you get these you see these like big numbers coming up every once in a while. You're gonna get those, and the more often you have it, you know, especially with the super fap, technically, it would be really good. Like with the auto clicker. So with gear, I can see this being super good. Okay, I can see it being insane and really useful, especially if you're not actually trying to have the click damage be the main source of your damage, but simply just to slow them down. Because all you got to do is click, and you could be doing 0 damage as far as as far as it says, right? It doesn't say you have to be doing any sort of amount of damage. It says causes the clicked monsters to move 33% slower for 5 seconds. So if you're really trying to maybe beat a boss level or something like that, or having some issues, this could be a super good person to put in there, even if you don't even need them for the click damage. Okay, so this could be really good. But we'll have to see. Maybe it'll be better than click in. Maybe the DPS or the you know, the TPS when clicking will be better than click in. We just don't know. Okay, we don't know. We'll have to try it out. So some creatures are masters of their own evolution. Increases the effect of symbiosis by 10% for each crusader not next to Sizzleblip, the alien scientist. So again, putting this person as far back as possible seems to be the best thing. And symbiosis is, again, crusaders not next to Sizzleblip increase your click damage by 15%. So that's really good. Okay, that's actually pretty darn good. And again, with gear, I could see this becoming insane. It would increase the max, I'm assuming, and also increase how much you get bumped by. So really good stuff. Actually, I would definitely consider using that Crusader in the future, so that's got my thumbs up personally. Let me know if it maybe not as a constant Crusader such as Jin or anybody else that's in here right now, but or like Witch, who's like really paramount to my DPS formation and everything. Let me know. Does let's see here, Sizzleblip actually have a place in your formation? I'd love to know. So let's go ahead and do Red the Ace Pilot, who a long time ago we had like Pilot Pam or something, and still to this day I I personally believe that Crusader to be kind of a scrub cake, but this one looks kind of BA. So, and there's something about this Crusader that's pretty cool too. I just forget what it is. So let's start with Locked On. I've got him in my sights. Increases the DPS of all Crusaders by 10%. Okay, standard stuff, but helpful. Okay, cover. Stay down, I'll cover you. Increase the damage dealt to monsters attacking Crusaders next to Red, the Ace Pilot, and Crusaders in the column in front of Red, the Ace Pilot, by 375%. Now, I want to ask you guys, this is something that was kind of, you know, I was wondering. When they say next to, I'm assuming that just means anywhere. It doesn't have to be, like, directly next to. It can be, like, adjacent, you know? So I'm assuming anywhere, any people that are within the vicinity to touch her. Okay, gross. I'm assuming that's the case with that. So that's actually really good, okay? Putting her right behind the front lines is probably the best use case scenario. It increases the damage dealt to the monsters by 375%. So the moment they start even attacking, it could be really, really good. So you can combine this Crusader. This is just a rough, you know, I'm sure there's much more complicated formations out there that would really benefit these two Crusaders, especially in conjunction. But if you were to put this Crusader in the, you know, like I have her here, in this, you know, front line, you know, behind the front line, and then use Sizzle Blip to slow these Crusaders down the entire time, they can be doing constant damage all the way to the point where they get to there, and then they get even more damage when they hit the formation, which is really, really awesome. Now let's see here. Okay, so you get the increased damage. Now we are moving on to Almost There, and again, Almost There. Increase the DPS of all Crusaders, again, by 10%. Advanced cover, stay in formation. Increase the effect of cover by 100% for each Crusader next to Red, the Ace Pilot. Again, so I believe this to be next to, it says 500%, which means there's 5 Crusaders, which would align with where she is in the formation. So, next to being everyone that's touching her. Again, gross. So, advanced cover is, or wait, it increases the cover by, yeah, so this is insane. Oh, okay, so 375% is the value we're talking about right now. Alright. That's not the base value. If it was, that'd be kind of crazy. Let me just level her up. Okay, so moving on from that, we've got, for every 25 levels over and including 200, Red, the Pilot's DPS is multiplied by 4, so we know that one. Stay on target, another DPS increase by 10, so a total of 30% total, I believe, right now. And then call for backup. If we're going in full throttle. Increase the effective cover by 25%. Yet again, another cover increase. So this is really just relying on that one ability, if you think about it. For each monster attacking Red, the Ace Pilot. So once the defenses fail, I'm assuming, you know, or if you even wanted to put her in the front line, because there's still spots where you could put her where there would still be 5 people around her. You know what I'm saying? At least in this particular formation. So, yeah, I mean, you could easily still get even more percent towards cover. The only problem, again, this is, again, now I'm remembering why it sucks that, oops, I didn't mean to level her up by once, but it sucks that she's in the same formation as Dark Griffin, because it would have been an insanely good combination, and I would have spotted this right away, and I'm sure many other people would as well, to combine Dark Griffin's just straight up, like, tanking ability to just like literally make everybody almost invincible, especially with the right gear like I've got, and I don't even have the legendaries yet, but it's still insane to make this gear, or to make all the Crusaders in the front line like invincible, and then, you know, that would be a really good tanking strategy, you know what I'm saying, where you just have people piling up. You could even use the parrot to make sure they get there quicker and everything like that. I mean, it would just be insane, you know what I'm saying. You could really tank through some of the higher end levels. I can see that being really, really helpful. So to be honest, these new Crusaders are good, okay? I feel like the trend in the previous, you know, the last couple times, is these Crusaders are good. The first couple Tier 2 Crusaders we saw weren't that impressive. They're not people that I'm personally going to be using too often. I know a lot of people were expressing what they could be used in and all that stuff, and stuff like that. But me personally, not too much, okay? Maybe in later times or for specific scenarios, but not as regular Crusaders. It's just not my style, or not what I like to do. But these Crusaders, I can definitely see use case scenarios for them, and I can honestly say that I would be using them for various things in the future, you know what I'm saying? Especially for grinding late game, not necessarily early on. I feel like where I'm at in the game right now with my idol count and trying to grind idols and boost my idols and everything, I feel like the setup I have right now is really good for that, because I get to like my ending area, like where I'm really kind of hitting a wall, so to speak. I'm getting to that area quite quickly. And then, you know, I'm able to reset and everything. And, of course, maybe quickly wouldn't be as good if we were talking about that other, you know, Tier 3 talent where the longer you're on an objective, I think it's like every 2 hours or something, you get even more percent idols on reset. So, in a situation like this where I haven't touched the game in a while, that'd be probably really good. But you know, you guys get what I'm saying. So, you know, there's definitely some use case scenarios, in my opinion, for these Crusaders, and we haven't opened their chests, and we're probably not going to, because they're not so useful to the point where I'm personally going to be using them every single time. I'm going to save them for the big chest opening, because I'm just accumulating chests at this point. I'm really dead set on getting to that huge chest opening, because it's going to be unbelievable, and insane. And really quick, guys, I just want to thank you guys for all of your support, all of your you know, understanding and everything over the past couple days, or past like week, I should say, because I have been, you know, not as active as I'd like to be, as active as I want to be on YouTube or even on Twitter. I just been having a lot of, like, I really have been having to divulge, or not divulge, I've been having to divert a lot of my attention to my personal life. Like I said, we've been having some household stuff that's been happening. Again, nothing serious, but just stuff with the house itself that's been causing some issues, and we've really been having to kind of work on that, so to speak. I don't want to talk about it too much, but essentially we've been having to work on it quite a lot. And again, we're having family over as well, so, and there's construction down the street, so like the time frames where I can, and I'm just throwing all these things up there, they sound like excuses, but altogether it makes me having an opportunity to record really difficult. Like just a little bit ago, I don't even know if some of their audio is in this recording. I just had to, I had a clear-cut opportunity at this point in time to record something, and just when I sit down and record, they start doing some construction or something to somebody else's house down the street. So, you know, hopefully their audio is not in this. I'm just saying, it's been crazy, but I really appreciate you guys being really supportive, really understanding. For those people that haven't actually won or gotten your codes yet, I'm getting to them. I'm very, very sorry. I've just recently even gotten to the chance to, you know, actually respond back to comments. I've been reading all your comments. I always read them, but I haven't had the chance to respond back until very recently. So thank you so much for your patience with all that. Okay, so with that being said, let's jump back to, or not back to, let's jump to the giveaway. Little disclaimer, this video and the next video will both be recorded consecutively, so, you know, new names won't be added until the second video, which is going to be the campaign one. So make sure you're entering. I'm going to get your videos or your names in there for the video following the campaign read, which hopefully, if I can record more in time, will be a regular campaign thing, because I want to move on to some of the more, you know, in-depth or not like in-depth, but like the later campaigns, you know what I'm saying? The stuff that's been out for a while, I want to like focus on it, read those stories as well, because I don't even know what happens in them. I'm really interested. They go to 1 to 100, so that'll be really cool, and we'll see what happens there, okay? So with that being said, we'll jump to the giveaway. We'll close this out. All right, guys, welcome to the giveaway for this episode. Really quick, before we actually get started, for those people that are new to the giveaway, make sure that you understand that if you do win, you need to claim your code in the comments down below. It's just the same as when you were entering the video or entering the giveaway, with dropping the comments down below. You do need to make sure that you're claiming your code in the comments down below if you should win, okay? I cannot give you your code unless you do that. It's very, very important, okay? Basically, the best way to do it is to let me know which winner you were in the giveaway, as well as which way you'd like your code given to you. So if you want it through email, let me know with your email down there, and I'll email it to you as soon as I get the chance. If you want it through YouTube private message system, you just got to let me know, and I will get back to you on that. And if you'd like it through Twitter, you must DM me on Twitter, okay? You got to direct message me on Twitter. It's at MrBayeasy is my Twitter, okay? So with that being said, good luck to everybody. We're going to get our 5 winners for today. Every single winner will get 8 jeweled chests. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get it started. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, Twan Denut, or Denut. Either way, congratulations. Oh, 600, almost 650 people. I love how many people are actually, you know, joining the giveaway each and every time too. I mean, we're going to get to 1,000 pretty quick. I'd say within the next, maybe 5 to 6, maybe 7 episodes at the max. We'll definitely get there, because I think we get about 70 to 80 entries each and every time, roughly. On like a really good episode, we might even get like 100 or 110. So we get a lot of entries. It's really, really awesome. So Twan, make sure again you comment down below. Congratulations. Let's go ahead and get number 2. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's going to be Red Soul. So huge shout out to Red Soul. Congratulations to winning. Not just a fan of the Crusader series, but also the other videos that I produce, which of course for me is really, really awesome. I really appreciate those people that do tend to enjoy the diversity that I offer on the channel and everything like that. So again, big shout out to Red Soul. Thanks so much for participating. Congratulations. You're going to be getting your 8 codes. Just make sure you claim them in the comments down below. All right, so here is number 3 coming at you in 3, 2, 1. Rudade. I do apologize if I said that wrong. I think I might have, though. It looks like it's pronounced that way. Either way, congratulations. You see your name there. Just make sure you claim your comments down below. Let's look at number 4. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. San Bands. Congratulations for winning the giveaway yet again. Won a long time ago. I don't think it's been a while, or it's definitely been a while since this person won. So congratulations. I'm glad to see you're winning yet again. And you still have a good amount of entries too. So you don't necessarily have a poor chance of winning in the future. You could end up being lucky like some of these other people have been and win yet again sometime in the near future. So congratulations. Let's go ahead and see who our very last winner is going to be for today. All right. 5th place. 3, 2, 1. Narayan Shah. This sounds like a name that I recently read. I'm not sure if it is, but it just sounds familiar. So either way, congratulations. You're getting your 8 codes. Again, everyone, just make sure you comment down below, claiming your code. It is super imperative. I cannot stress it enough. I want to give you guys these codes. We have thousands to give away. And honestly, each and every video, I feel like there's at least 2 to 3 people that are guaranteed to claim the code, but I don't ever get all 5. Like, it's never all 5. So if you are watching, if you see you win, you must, drop your comment down below saying you want to claim it. That way I can give you your 8 codes, because I want to give these things away, man. You know what I'm saying? We have so many of them to give away here. So with that being said, let's jump back to the video. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying thus far. All right, guys, welcome back from the giveaway. Congratulations to the winners. Again, I really appreciate all the support, all the love, all the positivity in all those videos that I've released recently. I know I've been kind of releasing stuff that some of you may not have found as interesting, but at least based on the view count anyway. But for those of you that have checked it out, I appreciate it. I appreciate you supporting my overall channel and what what I do and everything, which is like the variety and everything. And for those of you that have checked it out, have said they really enjoyed it. So if you haven't checked it out yet, consider doing so. There's more Crusaders on the way, more new stuff on the way. I'm really going to be trying my absolute best to get some videos out there and be on at least a once-a-day schedule with this. It's just unfortunate with the timing and everything that's happened. I didn't even get a chance to stream these past 2 weekends. So, but again, I appreciate the support with all that and all the love and everything. So with that being said, hopefully you guys have a fantastic day. Make sure you rate the video what you think you deserve, whether it's a like, dislike, it doesn't matter to me. I just want to know how you guys enjoyed right off the bat. My Crusaders are getting absolutely scrubbed on. But either way, if you did enjoy, consider sharing the video as well, whether it's like Facebook, Twitter, friends, family, work, school, any of that stuff is fantastic. If you think the video deserves to be seen, make sure you share the video with in any of those avenues. Honestly, it's one of the best ways you can help me out, help the Sage family grow by adding new Sages to the Sage family every time you share that video. So honestly, it really helps out. So if you feel like you could do that, make sure you do so. And speaking of that, if you haven't become a Sage in training and you want to, make sure you subscribe today. This has been MrBayeasy, your favorite Sage, and I'll see you in the next video.